Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at your guys' chart requests from here inside of the Discord under the chart request thread. If you guys have chart requests, you guys can get those in at any time over here under the chart request thread. We're just knocking these out. We left off yesterday at SPY and the QQQ, so those are both big ETFs. That's why I wanted to start this video there today. We're also going to be looking at Litecoin, Axon, PIN, XRP, ADA, and we're just going to keep going down the list. If you guys have requests throughout the live stream, if you guys are watching live, you guys can also drop those in the live chat here as well, and I will be looking at those. So we're just going to pick up where we left off yesterday. If you guys missed yesterday's coverage of all these names, HIMS, PLTR, Tesla, check out yesterday's live stream. We're live Monday through Friday here on YouTube as of right now, and we go live every day. Tomorrow, we're dropping our watch list. Today, we're focusing on your guys' chart requests. So we'll just start here with the SPY. So you guys can see, based on this indicator, right, the indicator that we use, when we want to buy when the wave is down here, give it a green dot. Okay, this normally means we're going up for a long period of time. Now, that period of time could be anywhere from 1 to 6 months. If you guys are familiar with our strategy, okay, our trades are for 1 to 6 months out. Okay, if I just make this bigger here, you can see all of our investments are for 1 to 6 months out. So sometimes the move can happen really fast. Sometimes it can happen in a period of 6 months. Okay, this has been a really quick move on the SPY so far. I think we're experiencing a blow-off top over the next couple of months. But again, as long as the dot is green, you can see all the way back here since 2023. You can even go back here to 2020, or however far back you want to go, 2022. Every time that happens, we get a big bounce. Okay, got one right here, big bounce. Got one right here, big bounce. Okay, huge bounce, huge uptrend. Okay, this one came right here back in April of last year, big move up. So again, we called this out a couple of weeks ago, guys. We called it out on April 6th. If you guys were here following the channel, we called that out at 6:55. Stocks have absolutely ripped over the last couple of weeks, and now the SPY's just kind of taking a little breather here up above 700. So I like it here. We're in the red zone though on it, so that tells you like, hey, we're overbought. Like these are overbought conditions, but that doesn't mean we're going to just fall down here to 500, right? We can come back down here into the EMAs. Right? As long as this dot is green and doesn't flip to red, we have nothing to worry about. We should be looking to buy on red days. We should not be panicking every single red day that we get, right? As long as this dot is green, we have a bullish bias. If it flips back to red, what can we do? We can set a stop loss. Okay, if you guys don't know how to set a stop loss, I have a free trading course over here under the trading course tab. Okay, and that's just how we protect our gains and how we limit our risk to the downside. So until we get a red dot, we're not worried about a stop loss. So we're still bullish on stocks. We're still bullish on a lot of things right now, just because, again, we have a green dot. We don't listen to the news. We don't listen to what people are saying on Twitter. We simply just trust the data here, folks. All we do is look at the data, okay? Not opinions, not emotions, not the news. Logic, data, and discipline. Okay, logic is our plan. Okay, we have a laid out trading strategy over here that we use, right? The data is the data from the charts, the signals, right? And then the discipline is the ability to stick to this plan no matter what. Bear market, bull market, doesn't matter. We have a plan, okay? And that plan has proven to be very accurate over periods of time, over long periods of time. So there's not many signals you can point out here on the SPY all the way back here since 2020 that you didn't make money on. I mean, as a matter of fact, if you bought any of these signals in the last 6 years, okay, you made money every single time. Okay, if you bought this one back here in 2022, right, you lost money for a little bit, but over time, right, it came back and you made more money, and you could have averaged down, dollar cost averaged here, dollar cost averaged here, and guess what? You're sitting at all-time highs right now. So again, time frame is everything. You guys got to take it with a time frame. A lot of people are day trading. A lot of people think they're swing trading, but they're actually day trading, okay, because they're worrying about, I mean, I see people panicking right now over like Ethereum. Ethereum's down 2%. It's down 2% today, guys. Okay, Ethereum is up off of our signal right now from 19. It's up 20%. We're already up 20% on our Ethereum position. Okay, and it's down 3% today. It doesn't matter. These red days are buying opportunities, especially when the dot is green. Okay, if you want to buy on any day, buy on a red day. Don't buy on a green day where we're up 10%. Buy on a day we're down 3 to 5%. Okay, a good rule I learned way back in the day was don't buy unless it's down 5% on the day. Okay, if you want to buy something, don't buy unless it's down 5%. You're seeing some of these names down here in my portfolio. Oracle's down 5% today. SMCI down 7%. IONQ down 8%. So if I want to buy something right now, should I go buy Axel up 7%, or should I go add to my IONQ position or my SMCI position that are down on the day. I'd rather buy a red day than a green day. So a good general rule is, hey, if it's not down 5%, I don't want to add to it, right? That's just it. That's not part of our trading strategy, but it's a good general rule to have. And here's IONQ, or I'm sorry, this is QQQ. So just like the SPY, again, we're taking requests right over here from the Discord, guys. If you have them, go ahead and put them in the chat as well. We did the SPY. Now we're covering the QQQ. Again, we got our signal back here at 580. This thing went from 580. It's sitting at almost $700 now. And again, we're bullish as long as the dot is green. We're letting the trade play out as long as the dot is green. Again, you had a great buying opportunity last year at April of 2025. You bought it down here at 400. It went all the way up to 630. Okay, down here. Okay, signal here in 2026. Where's it going to top out? Where's the red dot going to pop up? I have no idea. I got to wait for the data to tell me that. I can't predict, oh, we're going to get a red dot on this day, and on this day it's going to be sitting at $785,000 by noon. No, I don't. You don't do that. Anyone giving you those timelines or price targets, okay, it's all for clicks. Okay, just know that. And again, I did go off on a limb yesterday and say that Ethereum wasn't going to break down below 2,000. Okay, that's a gutsy call, but I really think Ethereum is looking very bullish right here. And I said Ethereum or Bitcoin wouldn't go below 60. So again, just take what I say with a grain of salt, right? Just because I said it doesn't mean it's going to happen, but it's going to be very hard to push Bitcoin down below 60,000. I just don't think there's any bears left, any sellers left. I don't think there's anyone left to sell. Everyone who sold, sold down here at 1,900, 1,700. Okay, now we're grinding up. The people that panicked sold down here are telling you that we're going lower, okay, because they're in disbelief because they panicked down here, and now it's getting pushed up here. So the FOMO rally, okay, if you guys don't know what a FOMO rally is, that's the fear of missing out rally. Okay, that normally happens after a big move up, and then all the bears go, oh no, I was wrong, and then they run in to buy. Right, they rush in to buy, and then that's what causes the price to go up. So right now, I can't believe everybody's still bearish. Like, again, I'm just trading my signals. I'm not a genie or anything like that. As long as this dot is green, my mindset is we're going up. Until I see a red dot, I can't be bearish because that's my strategy. If you have a different strategy, wonderful. But just know that everything I say is backed by data, right, by the chart. I'm not saying this because I think that's what's going to happen. I'm saying this because logically, every time this thing has gotten the green dot for the past, I don't even know how long, since all the way back here in 2022, okay, it's been a great buying opportunity. So that's what I'm going off of. I'm not going off of my own opinion or what I think. The people that say they're in a bear market, I've asked multiple times, why do you think we're going down? And they can't give an answer. It's just because so-and-so said so, or because Donald Trump said this and that. There's no factual data. It's just all noise. So that's where we're at with the markets, guys. So until we see some red dots, right, we're fully bullish on stocks and cryptocurrency here at Overkill Trading. The next one we're looking at here is Litecoin. Go ahead and get some in the chat, guys, if you guys want to get those. If you guys are on the live right now, looks like we got around 70 people on the live right now. So if you guys do have chart requests, put them in the chat here. We're taking these right from the Discord over here. Litecoin's back down here at the level that it's been, right? We bounced back here in 2022. That was 4 years ago. We hit $48. This year we hit $44. So again, in my opinion, Litecoin's bottom is right there at 45. Right now we're just ranging, okay? But everything's looking very bullish. You got the MACD crossover. I'd be an absolute buyer of Litecoin at these levels. Very, very obvious support zone down here. Okay, I think the bottom's here between 45 and 55. Again, I think the bottom was in down here off this wick. Okay, on Litecoin. I see one for Reggie for H-bar in the chat. Okay, H-bar's not doing much either. Again, we've gotten a few signals down here. Again, the last time the wave was below the white line, you could argue was right here in July. Had a really nice move up over 3 weeks. Really, it was down here in 2024 at 4 or 5 cents when it popped up to 37. So I like this name. Again, as long as the dot is green, we should assume that 7 cents is the bottom. So if you can get it close to 7 cents, great. 9 cents is pretty close to 7 cents. So I do like H-bar here as well. Candy says ZBCN in the chat. Okay, that one's lifting off too. Okay, that one got the green dot back here in, that was February. Nice move up. Again, we called this out at 2 cents, 0.002. You're up very nicely right now. Okay, and that thing's just continuing to push up. So our target is always here in the red zone on the Fibonacci. If you guys don't know what the Fibonacci tool is, you guys can check out my free trading course over here. It'll explain it. Okay, but typically we're looking to sell up here between 0.005 and 0.006, but that's breaking out very nicely here, Candy. Looking very good. Again, no red dot, so we're remaining bullish. Okay, nothing to worry about here. These EMAs, this trend looks very strong. I think that could be back up here probably by the end of May, easily. But very nice move there on ZBCN. Very nice. What else we got? CPB. Campbell Soup. Campbell Soup, that one is sitting down there. I mean, $20. This thing's gotten absolutely pounded here, dude. I mean, these signals have been crappy for Campbell Soup, but I mean, this is at the lowest point. You can see where it bounced back here. 2003. We're at the 2003 low for Campbell Soup, folks. 2003. And these guys actually pay a really good dividend. Okay, I think they have like a 5% dividend. So you're buying at the lowest price right now in 2026 back to 2022 would be 24 years. The lowest price in 24 years on Campbell Soup, and really there's nothing wrong with their business, right? They're still making the same amount of money. Their stock's just in the gutter, dude. I mean, 24-year low. I almost want to tweet that. Campbell Soup, I'm tweeting it. CPB, Campbell's Soup stock is sitting at a 24-year low with a 5% plus dividend. Boom, dude. That's crazy. I mean, if you believe, I mean, people are always going to need money, right? I mean, the people, people who eat food stamps, have food stamps, they buy Campbell Soup. So, I mean, a lot of them. I'm not saying all of them do, but I mean, it's a meal that, doesn't cost a lot of money and it could fill you up. So, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, you're sitting at a 24-year low right now. So if you want a good dividend stock, I think Campbell Soup is a really good play down here at $20. Again, I don't see anything wrong with their earnings. They make pretty much the same amount, right? They're not like losing market share. I guess they missed their revenue by a little bit there, but I mean, 24-year low, that's insane. $20, it went all the way up to 60. This isn't one that's a high growth stock that's going to move 500% like some of these crypto names. But good solid dividend stock that you don't really got to worry about much, right? This is one you could just buy and give to your kids or something. Collect that dividend and just let it compound. I see one in the chat here for Sparky. What's going on, brother? INTC, Intel, this thing's just ripping. Okay, but we're way up here off the EMAs. So, again, we bought this one last year off these monthlies. This was a huge trade for us back in 2025. It went from $19.50 all the way up here to $60, almost $67. The high was $70. Okay, but now that we're back up here, we're thinking about taking profits, right? We're thinking about, got the red dots in the red zone. I'd be a seller of Intel up here. Microsoft was your other request. Microsoft's still looking good too. Again, the dot is green. You got the MACD crossover. I would say above 370. Microsoft is very strong. Okay, you could put a stop loss on Microsoft. If it breaks down below 385, I would sell it. It does have a red dot on the daily today, but again, we're up above the EMAs. Really, the only daily alerts we care about are the ones up here in the red zone. Okay, we want to sell a red dot in the red zone, not a red dot down here. Okay, because we're macro investors. We're looking for that big move to the upside. Our target would still be 500 to 540. And SPK, is that a stock? It looks like a crypto. Taken off. Again, our signal came down there at 2 cents. It's sitting up here at 6, so I wouldn't chase this one up here. If anything, I'd probably take a little bit off. I like to buy things if they've already taken off. I like to buy things into the daily EMAs. So I like the fact that it broke out over the daily here. Now it's having a big monster move up. You don't want to chase this up here because, again, our signal came down here at 2 cents. So you should have bought at 2 cents. You're up 200% now. Now's not the time to chase. Right, because again, look what I did last time. It had this big move up and then just flushed. So, yeah, I'd sell it either on the next red dot on the daily or you already got one on the 4 hours. So I'd be taking some off here if I'm up 200%. Again, I don't want to be greedy. I sold, what did I sell the other day? I sold IONQ. I was up 134%. I bought it down here at 26, sold it up here at 48. Well, I was at a 2x levered ETF. But again, if you're up 100% on a play, okay, if you double your money on a play, okay, you put in 1,000, you make 100%. Now you have now you have 2,000. If you sell 50% of the stock, okay, you're taking your initial investment out of the play, and then you can go put it into a different name or average down on a name that maybe you're down on. Okay, it's all about capital rotation, folks. It's all about playing the hype again. If other people are excited and buying, right, the majority of retail, they want to chase a move like this because they think it's going to go 10, 20x, which it might go 10, 20x. I'm not saying it can't. But again, we're traders here. We're trying to be consistent, follow a strategy, and not hoping, right? Not praying and hoping that something's going to go higher. We use logical data, right? Data and logic to time our entries and our exits. It makes sense to exit up here at 11 cents, okay? It makes maybe sense to average or trim your position, sell 25, 50% if it's up, right, over 100%. This is up 200% off the bottom. So I'd be trimming there. I'd be trimming on that. CPB, good request though, African Prince 80. That was good, dude. Campbell Soup, 24-year low. That's insane. BAT, basic attention token, looks good. You got the green dot. So what that's telling you is, hey, this is the bottom right there, 8 cents. If you get a red dot, you set a stop loss at 8 cents. If it breaks, you sell it. But right now, momentum is turning and going to the upside. Everything looks good. I'd be a buyer of BAT down here at 8 cents. I see one for Leon for Pinlink, PIN. Pinlink's losing. Okay, I got stopped out on this one a couple weeks ago. I think it was on this red dot here at 8 cents, and now it's sinking. So unfortunately, you have to wait for the next green dot on this one. That one's just continuing to go to the floor there. Again, you got to wait for a buy signal, another buy signal. Again, we bought here, 7 cents, red dot. You need to set a stop loss. I just made a video on how to set a stop loss. Your stop loss should have been right there at 7 cents off these lows. Okay. That broke, and now the momentum is to the downside. So they still offer a pretty good staking rewards, but they're just kind of failing to innovate. So I got stopped out. That thing, you just want to probably see another green dot there on that one for a bounce. XRP still looking good, guys. We've said XRP's bottoms in right there at 110. You got the green dot, you got the MACD crossover, lots of bullish indications, lots of bullish things setting up here. Again, all the momentum's looking to shift now that we've had this big drawdown. I mean, people are calling for the bear market now after we're already down 7. I mean, look at this. We called this out up here, okay? XRP 330, we got our signal. That was our sell signal right there back in August. Now people are talking about the bear market. Now people want to say we're going down. Okay, up here they were like, oh, XRP is going to 10,000 by the end of the year. It's going to go to the moon. It's going to change everything, right? And now it's all the way down here at $1.40, and it's just total crickets, right? Crickets. Because again, people are excited up here. People are very fearful down here. We want to buy when people are fearful. We don't want to buy when people are saying it's going to 10,000. You better buy now or you're going to miss out. Or, you know, we just don't listen to the news, guys. We listen to the signals. We listen to the data. We listen to the charts. It doesn't matter what other people say. We are honed in on our strategy, okay? And our strategy is to buy when the blue wave is down here, give it the green dots, okay, and sell when it's up here. Okay, over time, that has been a 100% accurate strategy on XRP, okay? Every single one of these signals has been a massive buying opportunity for XRP. Can we go sideways like we've been going for 3 months? We haven't moved in 3 months, okay? Normally, the sideways action happens before the move. Again, sideways, 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 big move. All we're doing right now is going sideways. And again, the dot is green, so we're still bullish on XRP here. I see another one here for ADA, Cardano. And then I see a couple in the chat here. If you guys got those in the chat, drop them in the chat. ADA's sitting down here at the 2023 low. So again, you're buying it at the lowest price in 3 years. Again, people are saying the bear market's here now. We were talking about the bear market starting back here. Okay, look at that. $1 all the way down to 24 cents. And now people are bearish. Now they want to get bearish. Okay, I swear some of these people are paid. They're either paid or they just don't know what they're doing. And somehow Twitter made them famous because I'm not going to get into why. Okay, but again, 3-year low, using the data, thinking logically. If we believe in Cardano's growth, if we believe the project is going to be growing over time and the market cap is going to be rising, folks, it's time to buy. It's not time to sell and be scared of a little, oh, we're going to go down 5%. You better wait till it drops 5% before you buy. No, we're not doing that, okay? We're trying to catch the big move. This move here from September was 30 cents up to $1. I mean, guys, that was who cares if it goes down 5%? That was a 326% move. 320. If you put $10,000 in here, you made $36,000 from here to here. Okay, massive move. You're not going to get those returns anywhere else. So I like ADA down here up above 22. I think it looks good. I see one for Dieter. What's going on, brother? For HIMS, HIMS. HIMS is still looking good. Again, we're still green. We're still bullish. Right now, the support level is right there at 18. Okay, it had a big move up. It got the red daily here. So, again, we're bullish on this. It's had 3 red days in a row, but really we haven't moved. We're just ranging, kind of putting in a bull flag here and still targeting up here between 55 and 70. Again, we're not looking to sell till we get up here to the red zone or we get a weekly red dot here. Okay, still holding that one. If anything, looking to buy on red days. but I wouldn't buy it yet. Where I would buy HIMS is on a, like, you need to get back down here into the EMAs at least. Like, if it pulled back to 2150, I would buy more, but I just don't see that happening. I think this thing's going to bottom here. I mean, it's having a really hard time getting below $26. So, again, our target zone is always up here in the red zone. Once we reach the red zone, okay, then we can start thinking about selling. But as of right now, we're holding, right? Let the trade play out. We entered down here at 14. We're already up 100%. 14 to 28 is a 100% move. So I still like this one a lot above 21. I think it's still very bullish here above 2150. That's my stop loss, or that's actually my target to buy, because I'm long on this company. I believe in the long-term growth of this company. I think over the next 5 to 10 years, okay, this thing could be trading at $100, $200, $300 with how their earnings are going. Look at how much they're growing quarter over quarter. I mean, they are just putting on weight, dude. And their business model is very interesting. They are like, I could order, if I was on a prescription drug, right? And I'm not. I don't take prescription drugs for anything, praise God. But there's people that do, right? There's people that have medical conditions that need it, and you guys can order right from their app, right? If you needed you could order from. You don't got to go to the doctor. You go to their app, and I'm pretty sure they could prescribe you right from the app whatever you need, and they send it to your house. That sounds way better to me than going to the doctor's office, going through the whole examination, all the stuff, right? I just want to go to the online, just like Amazon. It's the Amazon of drugs. That's the way I look at it, right? Of prescription drugs. Okay, you'll be able to log on there, you can order your stuff, and it gets shipped right to your house. How convenient is that, right? The business model, the fundamentals of that, to me, are very attractive. Okay, that's why I buy this stock. I'm not buying the stock because Susie on Twitter said it's a good buy. I'm buying it because it's a good company at a great price. It was a great price down here. Okay, again, our goal here at Overkill Trading is to buy good quality companies. Are you guys listening? Good quality companies at a great price. Okay, the great price always comes when the wave is down here. Okay, that's easy. The key is not to get caught up on the hype, on the meme coins, on the penny stocks, and all the. You want to buy good companies. Okay, HIMS is a good company. You could see that in their earnings going up. If their earnings aren't going up, I mean, they're not gaining market share. But over time, if they keep on increasing, okay, that tells you they're going to make more and more money, which will eventually send their stock higher. Bob says, Lulu, time to buy. Where is your dot? Lulu. I saw retail are getting schmammered. Okay, so that has a red dot here. So I would set a stop loss on this one at 139. Okay, so again, you got a red dot on the monthly as well. I don't like any retail companies right now with tariffs and things like that. I don't think people are going to the store and buying Lululemon bottoms for $150. I think that's the dumbest thing somebody could do. But people do it. Again, I'm not here to judge. But in the economy where gas is $6 a gallon, I mean, it's $5 where I'm at, but $6 in some places, I don't think people are rushing to the store to buy $150 leggings. So the fundamentals of that are not good to me, and it's stuck in a bad downtrend. So what I'd look for on Lulu is for it to break up over the EMAs, kind of like it did right here, but then it broke down because, again, the stock is weak. Okay, what's the PE ratio of Lulu right now? If you guys don't know what PE ratio is, it's sitting at 12, so it's actually relatively very cheap. So 12 is very cheap. That's very impressive. And their earnings don't look bad. So again, you're buying Lulu right now at a 2020 low. So it was down here in 2020. That was COVID. It dipped all the way down to 130 and then went all the way up to 500. So you're buying it at a 5-year low. If you believe in the company, if you believe in the growth, if you believe in what it does, you're buying it at the lowest price in 6 years. Okay, it does have a red dot on the monthly, and it does have a red dot this week as well. So that thing gapped down pretty nicely there. Former Nike executive Heidi O'Neill, CEO. Oh, so they're getting a new CEO. Looks like a woman, Heidi O'Neill. She was the former Nike executive. So she's probably getting shares because they just hired her on. So they probably sold her shares at 140. That was probably part of her deal. So they pushed it down to 140. Who knows what happened? But that's a nasty move down today. But again, if you believe in it, it's the lowest price in 6 years. Okay, if you want to wait for a signal, wait for the weekly or the monthly. But 140 is 6-year low. I see one here for, did we cover that MSCI? Thing got the green dot there. It's up in the red zone, so we'd be taking profits. Again, last time we got to the red zone, right? Hit the red zone, sold all the way off. So we'd be taking profits on MSCI there. I see another one in the chat here for SPA, SPA. Get another crypto. It's at all-time lows, the lowest price it's ever been. I'd wait for the monthly. I wait for the monthly on SPA. I don't know what this project is, but wait for the monthly. Wait for it to break out over the EMA or give you a green dot here. Get a green dot up above 2.5 cents. 2.5 cents if you're playing this. Again, I told you guys how to set a stop loss in a video on TikTok today. There's also one in that trading course over there. But if you see a red weekly, previous low was right here in February. We're setting the stop loss right there at 2.5 cents. If it breaks 2.5 cents, we're selling it. We're out of the trade. Okay, what else we got? Axon. Axon is still red on the weekly, so we're waiting for either the signal there on the weekly or the monthly, whichever one comes first. You just need the buy signal. Okay, again, you got the green dot here that said, okay, this is the bottom right here at 416. Okay, what happened? We broke down below it. So stop losses got hit. Okay, got the red dot, and now it's curling back. So 335 is the current bottom, but again, it's stuck in a pretty nasty downtrend. When we're stuck in a downtrend like this, normally what I want to see is us break over the EMAs. We talked about ENA today. Okay, look at ENA. You see how when we're down below these EMAs on the daily, and again, if you guys do not have this indicator layout, all the indicators I'm talking about here today, you guys can download them over here inside the trading indicator tab right here. Okay, there's a link to click, and then everything loads right up into your TradingView account. So again, when we're down below the EMAs like this, we're stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend, stuck in a downtrend, stuck in. When we break out, okay, that's when the bulls are stepping in. Okay, the bulls said, okay, that's enough, and now they attempt to push the price higher. So if it's not above the EMAs, I don't want anything to do with it on the daily. I know we trade the weekly, but again, we can take in multiple things at once. That's why we have these EMA ribbons. The trend is reversing when we're it's attempting to reverse. Again, nothing is 100%, but I'd rather buy it after a breakout than sit here and try to guess where the bottom is here on the daily. The breakout indicates momentum. Okay, you see that with Axel here. Axel broke out, it retested, and now it's going the other way. Plume, it's breaking out. Okay, that's why I'm owning all these names. What did UNH do here? UNH broke out. Okay, we don't want to buy when we're down here chopping around. We want to buy when there's a breakout. Okay, and Link hasn't really broke out yet. Near has broke out. You can see ARB has broken out. Again, long drawn out. This was the bear market, guys. This was the last 8 months of price action. Bear market, bear market, bear market. And now this is where everyone's very bearish when we're breaking out. We're literally breaking the trend. I'm not saying that because I think that. I'm saying that because that's what the data says we're doing, right? You can see Ethereum, same thing. Look at this. What are we doing? August, we got our red dot in the red zone. We're in a bear market, bear market, bear market, bear market, bear market. Okay, now, look at that. Okay, now we're breaking out, baby. Now the bulls are stepping in, saying, hey, it's our time, baby. Fred says service now. That one took a beating today too. Okay, that one took a big beating, but it's still above that low of 80. So up above 80, it looks good. I mean, I don't know anything about this company, so I played it. I think back here at like 130. I got stopped out though. Right, my stop loss was hit. I think I entered right here at around 125, and my stop loss got hit right there. Okay, right at like 120. Went up, died. So 80 is still the level to watch. It does have a green dot on the weekly, even after a move like this. So you could play this one with a stop loss at 81 if you think it's going to bounce here. Okay, that's a pretty brutal pullback. But again, what are we doing? We're below the EMAs. We're down below the EMAs. So if you want to play this one for a bounce here, you would put a stop loss at 80. I put it at 80.50, but it does have the signal, so your stop loss would have to be $80 on that one. I see one for Albert in the chat for Rose. ROSE. God, chat's so nice with just members now. I'm sorry, guys. It just kind of got out of control. There was too much to cover. If you guys want to join the live chat, you can click the join button on this video. That's gonna make you a YouTube Spartan. I think it's like $4 or $5 a month. But that, I mean, I'll take all your guys' requests from the chat here for that, and we're also taking them from our members over here in the Discord as well. So I'm happy to help you guys. I'm really happy to do some chart analysis here. And I'm glad you guys are getting something out of this. So Rose is down here in the gutter, dude. I don't know what this project does either, but it does have a monthly red or green dot, so we would be buyers. Okay, hopefully you know what this project does. but it is a great time to buy. It's actually the best time ever to buy because it's at the lowest price it's ever been. So up above a penny, or about 0.009, I'd have a stop loss at 0.009 there, but we would be bullish on that one there at Rose. I see one for Alan for Cube. Cube Smart. This one's kind of very choppy. This is more of a day trading stock than anything. Okay, you had your buying opportunity down here at 35, had a nice move up. It's got the red dot here, so if you want to set a stop loss on this, set it right there at 38. It's got a little range back up there to 42 to 44. Everything looks pretty good. I would set a stop loss on it at like 38 if I was playing it. That's a $1 stop loss. So up above 38, I'd say Cube Smart looks pretty strong. Not much of a mover, but AMSC looks good. Again, you got your signal. We got our signal back here in 2025. Nice move. Pulled back again. Okay, got your signal down there at 28. Up nicely. And it's probably pushing up here, getting pretty close to the red zone. So I like this one a lot. It looks very strong here above 35. You could trim a little bit here if you wanted to. I mean, if you got in down here at 27, you're up here at 52. That's almost a 100% move. Okay, I would look to buy it if it pulls back into these EMAs. I never want to buy when we're off the EMAs, right? Again, we got our signal down here. You should have been buying at 30 bucks. So you're already way in profit if you guys are following our buy strategy. If you're not, then you're probably chasing the stock now. But up above 35, I like this one still. I think it looks good. I'd be a holder, not a buyer, a holder. Okay, and looking to buy any pullbacks here. I might even trim some here at 44. SUI. SUI. SUI still hanging on to 80. So again, the dot is still green, still looking good. Up above this level right here at 80 cents, I think it looks phenomenal. Okay, we're still buyers. It's just ranging, right? We're just building a base here. So I'm still a buyer of SUI down here. I think it's one of the fastest growing blockchains out there. I'm not playing SUI. I'm playing Cetus, which is a layer 2 on its blockchain. They're the DEX. They're very undervalued in my opinion. But I love the SUI ecosystem. I think it's very strong. What else we got? Snow, SNOW. It's got the signal. Looks good. Okay, up above 120. It looks strong. It hasn't broken out over the EMAs though, so that's what I would want to see. I'd want to see a breakout over those EMAs on the daily to confirm the breakout. I know we have a green dot, but doesn't mean we're going to go straight up. Okay, you got to take multiple things into consideration. I guess if I was going to play Snow here off the weekly, I'd put a stop loss at 133. Okay, that's that low right there, 132 off the stop loss if you're playing that signal on a snap back here. It failed to get over the 9, so I'd make sure to set my stop loss right there at 133. Okay, because then if it sold off down here to 110, you could exit and then just re-enter. It does have the signal, so if you want to take that trade, I'd put a stop loss right there at 132. Meta also got the signal here a couple weeks ago at 560. You're up pretty nicely. It's breaking out over those EMAs, so I put a stop loss on this one below those EMAs, probably at around 620. 620 on the stop loss. I think it looks strong. It really needs to break out over 700 to confirm a move higher. But again, nothing to worry about as long as the dot is green. As long as the dot is green, we are bullish. You could put a stop loss on this one at 620. 620 on the stop loss for Meta if you want to set one. PLUG. Plug's looking good. Still pushing up here. No red dot yet. We're getting pretty close to the red zone though. So I actually trimmed a little bit of this. I think around 312 or 315. I took a little bit off. Actually, I think I sold the whole position. I bought it here at 2, sold it at 3. Just not a very big mover, but all the momentum is pushing up here to the upside. So I still think this one looks good here at up above 250. If it pulled back to 240, 250, I'd probably re-enter it. Up here, though, just not looking to see how the separation is off the EMA. We want to buy into the EMA. Like that ENA I was pointing out today. See how it broke out and pulled back into the EMA? Great spot to buy, okay? Great spot to buy when it pulls back into the EMA. But when we're up off the EMAs, that means we're getting it at a premium, right? We're buying at a premium. Wait for that puppy to pull back a little bit, 250, pull the trigger, okay? Or maybe even take some off here based on the daily. I know we're not in the red zone, but we're pretty close. And that thing has resistance right there at 350. If it breaks over 350, that thing could easily go back to 5 to 7. So up above 250, I still really like Plug here. TTD. TTD still holding on to 19. So I made a video on this today on TikTok as well. I think this one's really trying hard to hold the $20 level there. Okay, back here in 2020 was the last time we were this cheap, so it's at a 6-year low. If you believe in the company, you're buying it at a 6-year low. I think up above 19, it looks strong. I'd use a stop loss at 19 and look for that monthly alert there. It has the weekly here, so again, it's really trying to bottom there at 19. I'd like to see, again, break up maybe over 27 there. Interesting one to watch, though. Very interesting one to watch down here. I'd watch that one up above 19. CHWY, Chewy. That one looks good above 22. It tried to break out, but looks like it failed. So up above 22, this one looks pretty decent. Chewy is a pet brand, I believe. So your stop loss on that would be that low right there at 22. If 22 breaks, that's the previous low, I would sell it. But everything looks good. Got the green dot, got the MACD crossover. It just needs to hold that low at 22. What else we got? And if you guys could, just keep it to 2 per person. I'm only going to cover 2 per person over here, so make sure you're putting those in 2 per person. H-bar, I think we already covered H-bar. But it still looks good above 7 cents. Okay, still green, still looking good, up above 7. AVAX, this one hasn't moved much either, but up above 750, right? Our stop loss would be right here at 750, up above that level, because that's where the green dot came. Okay, up above that level, we're still bullish. Okay, still bullish on AVAX. That monthly chart looks very attractive too. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months down. Again, it's crazy to see all the influencers that were telling you to buy up here, okay, now getting bearish down here at these lows. Okay, I don't know if they're paid or they just don't look at charts or what the deal is, but up above 750, again, normally when a stock pulls back or a crypto pulls back 8 months in a row, normally the bounce to the upside's very nice. Okay, this thing's pulled back very hard here. So up above 750, AVAX looks really good. Oxy, OXY. Nice move there. Got the red dot there at 60. Ooh. I'd put a stop loss on this one at 54. 54 on the stop loss. 53, 53.50 on the stop loss if you want to play the continuation, if you think oil's going to keep going up. But again, we bought Oxy down here at 40 bucks. Okay, had a beautiful move up there to 68. I put my stop loss at 53 and let the puppy ride. Lulu, we covered. Again, this thing is literally sitting at the 2020 lows. So lowest price in 6 years. The dot is red on the weekly and the monthly right now. So personally, I would be using caution. I probably would have been stopped out if I was in this position right now at 140. But yeah, I mean, it's sinking. Like again, with $6 gas prices, I don't think people are buying $150 leggings. So I want to buy that one lower. If it came down to 115, I might consider. But you look at stocks like Nike, these retail brands have just been getting absolutely annihilated here. I think I'd rather buy Nike than buy Lululemon here, to be honest with you. Okay, Nike actually has a green dot here, so yeah. Slow Train got the verse of the day here. 1 Chronicles 4:10, and I can't even say the name. And Jabez called on God of Israel, saying, "Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil." Amen, brother. Praise the Lord. Guide us in everything we do, Lord, in our finances, in our relationships, in our conversations, in the way we look at charts, in the way we handle our money. Lord, bless the Spartan army in the name of Jesus. Amen. Thank you, Slow Train. Appreciate you, brother. What else we got? Plug, we covered RGTI. Nice reversal there on the monthly. So the monthly support's going to be right there at 12. Okay, up above 12. This one looks good. Quantum computing play here. It's pulling back a little bit. So it's pulling back into the EMA there. What I'd be watching for on RGTI is a green daily. So when you get the green weekly, okay, or the green monthly, then you can zoom into the smaller time frames like the daily or the 4-hour and look for a place to add again. Because again, if you were buying where the signal came, you bought last week at 14. Beautiful move up. Now it's just retracing a little bit. So up above that level there at 12, I think RGTI looks really good. NVO. What's NVO doing? A whole lot of nothing. Okay, still green. We're still bullish on this one as well. Still looks good. Again, I'd be looking for the daily to add. We're pretty much at, I think we're in a profit a little bit on that one. Not by much, though. It's kind of just hanging out at a low price here. AREC needs the signal. Okay, trying to bottom right down here at 190. So up above 190, it looks good. You just need to see that signal. KAS. KAS looks good above 2.5. Get big drawdown. You got the monthly signal too, so I'd be buying here at 3 cents on KAS. Anytime I see the monthly alert on a name I want to own for the long term, I'm buying. You can't skip this signal. Again, if you look at it on Bitcoin, every time this thing got a green dot down here in the last 10 years, okay, it's been a great buying opportunity. These are the best swing trade signals on the monthly, but they rarely come around. I mean, the last time we got one down here, okay, was back in 2023 at $17,000. Okay, $17,000 Bitcoin all the way up to 140. We don't have the signal yet on Bitcoin, but we do have one there on KAS. IONQ. Still looking good. I took some profits on this one. Again, I only took profits because I was up 140%. It did get the red dot here, so now I think it could retrace down here to 36. That's why I sold it. If it goes back down to 35, I'll probably add to the position, but I was happy with the move from 28 up to 48. Again, I call out all my trades over here in the Discord. If you guys are new, I post all my wins, all my losses over here. Where was that? That was here. Okay, again, 130%, 137% move. Again, I'm not going to be greedy if I'm up 137%. I made $4,000. I took off, I think I took off 75%. I'm still holding a small position on it. But again, I sold the majority of it because it went up. It went up 137%. So I had to trim some. Now I have cash, and now it's pulling back. So now if it pulls back, I can enter again, or I can go buy something else that I'm down on. Again, capital rotation. If something moves really fast, real quick, it's either probably going to go sideways for a bit, or it's going to pull back. Okay, I think it could potentially pull back here to 36. That would put us into those EMAs. That's where I'd be looking to buy IONQ again. What else we got? Plug, P-L-U-G. Oh, we already covered that. Already covered Plug. I'm going to keep it there, folks. I'm going to keep it there. We'll start here tomorrow at Netflix. Okay, we'll start Netflix, Apple, and we'll keep knocking these out. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys could, smash a like for me if you haven't already. If we can get this video to 300 likes, I will give away 100 XRP. We do have a giveaway going on for XRP right now in the Discord. It's not too late to enter. We are giving away 250 XRP over here in 2 days. That'll be on April 25th. So if you guys want to enter, just hit this emoji. Just go to the giveaways tab over here, and you guys can enter for that. That's going on right now. We do giveaways a lot over there in the Discord. If you guys aren't a member yet, you guys can join for as little as $4 a month right now and get access to everything we have here in the Discord. Again, if you do not have the trading indicator yet, you guys can click the trading indicator tab over here. Click on this link, and everything loads right up into your TradingView account. And yeah, check out the free trading course if you guys are new. And we will continue with your guys' chart requests here tomorrow. If you guys have them, again, just drop them over here inside of the chart request thread. I answer these on TikTok, on X. I answer chart requests all day long. That's what I do for you guys. Again, I'm just here to present information. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to tell you what's going on with the charts. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop a comment. I read every single comment. Hit me up over in the Discord. Again, the Discord's a great place to be because you get to stay connected with us as we are offline and we are not live. You guys can talk in the chat. We have hundreds of members, right? Thousands, over 3,000 members over here. I think there's 27,000 in the Discord total. And yeah, tap in, guys. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in support chat. I'm here to help. God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for the watch list. Peace.